All right. This is take two. Since the original recording, I left my mic muted. Anyways, it is 12:48 p.m. on October 27th of 2022, and the Giants just traded Kadarius Toney. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't. Right now, I'll tell you right now, this very moment, I don't like the trade. Only because the Giants, have a big hole at receiver as it is. As it is. Right now, we're running with a receiving core of Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, Marcus Johnson, Richie James, and David Sills. That is not an ideal receiving core. And then you take away a player who has shown flashes of being very talented, like Kadarius Toney, and now you're in the situation where I really just don't know what the Giants are going to do. Regardless, we traded Kadarius Toney for a third and sixth round pick to the Chiefs, where I really believe that Kadarius Toney is going to go nuclear, and I mean nuclear, because we know how talented he is. Giants fans know, especially like what we saw last year. We know how talented he is, especially in the open field, and we know the quote-unquote Tyreek Hill comparisons he was given during his rookie season, and now you put him on a team that has Patrick Mahomes, it's going to get a little deadly for the league. But the way I'm looking at this trade right now, I don't like it because we need to make a follow-up trade for a receiver, and whether it's Jerry Jeudy, whether it's DJ Moore, I can't really think of any other names off the top of my head, whether it's even just a smaller player to maybe add a slight depth to be like the third guy behind Slayton and Wan'Dale. Still though, I don't like it right now. I'm not mad at the value, don't get me wrong, because I saw the Athletic reporter Dan Duggan say that an executive told him that the Giants would be lucky to get a fifth-round pick out of Toney, which I don't know if I really understand. I get he hasn't been healthy yet, but teams have seen what he can do when on the field and when utilized properly. But regardless, at the end of the day, I don't know. I'm really confused right now. Not really confused, because I really do believe that Joe Schoen has a plan for what we're going to do at the receiver position for the rest of the season. But the trade deadline is in a couple of days, and something needs to be done, like now, because we cannot keep rolling out with this receiving core, as we saw how much it can cost the offense. Like we beat the Jaguars, but it shouldn't have been as close, and it was because of so many drops. 7 drops for an entire game is not really ideal. Obviously, it's not something that's going to happen week in and week out, but regardless, the team needs to be better at catching the ball. And when you not only factor the limited receiving corps, but now our basically our number one receiver, and Daniel Bellinger is out for who knows how long with his eye injury, we really need to get something done, whether we're making a move for a new tight end. I've heard the Albert Akumbwegum. I'm very sorry if I butchered that name. I'm doing this in one take so I can get this done and out of here before my next class. But I've heard him. I've heard, I don't know. I wanted to bring Caden Smith back, but I guess the knee injury he suffered last season was a career ender, which is very sad to see, because I was a very big fan of Caden Smith. But I don't know. I saw Brian Dable say it was the best for the team, which I guess. I mean, it maybe the whole old head thing of really old Giants fans saying that Toney was a cancer for some reason. Maybe that was true. I don't know. That also leads me to my next point. I've seen a lot of Giants fans being really cringy and really pathetic is the word I'll use about this trade, because I saw a lot of Giants fans back Toney the last season and a half, saying how he was going to be that guy when healthy. He just needed to get on the field and be utilized properly. And now that he's traded, I'm seeing a lot of the same fans call him a bum, call him a locker room cancer, call him, I hate this term. I don't want to use it, but I'm going to say it because I've seen it a lot, call him a thug. It's really disgusting stuff to see out of a fan base that should be better as a community. Not saying I'm not saying every Giants fan like this. I'm not like this. My dad's not like this. I know plenty of Giants fans who are not like this and have been very respectful towards Toney after the trade, but there are just some people who need to be better about the way they handle things, because you cannot back down. You cannot back Kadarius Toney for a season and a half. Then the second he's gone and he's off the team, turn your back and call him a bum. Have some sort of backbone. Be a better human being. This is another human being we are talking about. But as for Toney, he's going to go ballistic in Kansas City. I really believe that he is what it takes to be a star in this league. He just needs to be healthy. Very unfortunate that he hasn't. But he went from having, when he fully healthy, basically, he went from having Jason Garrett and Daniel Jones to Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that is quite the difference, if I can say. But it'll be really interesting to see what the Giants do. I hope they make some sort of move, whether it's for a tight end or a receiver. We need more pass catchers. We know this. But yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say right now. We'll see how it turns out. Obviously, if we make a big trade for a receiver, I'll make another video on it. As for my Daniel Jones video, I'm trying to currently get out. I'm hoping to get it out by either tomorrow, Friday morning, or Saturday morning, but my computer's been giving me a lot of issues on that end. So for now, that's all I have. And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And with that, have a good one, y'all.